This class is okay. Now this is the second period. In second period, we will discuss about that. As I discussed that, if multiple statements are there, written keyword must be used. That is to be discussed here. As I told you that these are free classes. Okay, anybody can attend the classes. This main intention of these classes is to promote the programming skills, especially in rural areas and rural, the students residing in the rural area. I want to support them, and these classes will be conducted. To I suggested that to you can use your mobile to write the code. Okay, so no need to be worry about that how to write the code because I don't have any laptop. So don't feel that you can write the code in your mobile, Android mobiles. Okay, so many apps are there. Okay, now next topic I'm going to, that is you click here, say show and run command. This is my VS code, no build tools, and in your computer define, select a folder. So after that keep a name. Okay, now you keep this class name as one more time Lambda, and return. Okay, second period, return 2. 2 means what? Because we are discussing second period, you change this app name, a default app, you rename this as Lambda Lambda. Okay, return 2. Lambda return 2 dot Java. Okay, now enter. You maximize this one. Now if okay, your file name is equal lambda return 2 dot Java. So your class name must be equal, as I told you that. Lambda return 2. Okay. Now what? We will try to understand next class. So lambda expression with multiple statements. Huh? I'm going to comment here. Lambda expression with multiple statements. Okay, is okay now. As I told you that these are very free classes. Classes will be conducted 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sharply at 8 p.m. So anybody can join the classes. Okay. Link has been shared on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp. Okay. Now, with multiple statements. So now let us come to that. Create a interface here. Interface. Interface is a abstract class. Keep a name here. Suppose mass, take any name you can take here. After that, flower braces. Within the flower brace, create abstract method. You need to create abstract method. I told you that abstract method by default public and public and abstract. Public and abstract. So no need to write these two keywords. Okay. By default, it is public and abstract. So void. Next, void means it returns something. It will not return anything. So if you want to get somewhat, because we want to lambda expression with multiple statements. So here return keyword must be used. Return keyword must be used. Single statements are there. if single statements are there, it is up to you whether you want to use the written statement or not. But multiple statements are there, written keyword must be used. So once you are stating that written keyword must be used. So if written, you need to void, remove this void, whatever you, whether you want to get written as a string, whether you want to get written as a integer, boolean, float, whatever. So I want to return string here. So I want to, in place of void, in place of, don't confuse yourself. Normally method will be declared like this, no, public void, okay, like this. And after that, what? After that, method name. So normally you write like this, no? So say any method name, always method name with the small letters. Now method suffixed with the brackets, okay? And it is to be terminated with the semicolon. This is the syntax, no? You do one thing. So public is okay. Public. It is up to you whether you want to keep it. By default, abstract method is public. So in place of void method, void means it will not return anything. So I want to get somewhat written. So because a written keyword must be used with the multiple statements in Lambda expression. So string method name is say, now here you put a parameter is what, that is a string. That is parameter name, anything you take a variable as a, it is a parameter. Now what happened? This is one abstract method and declared under your interface class. This is okay. Now it returns, this method returns string. Okay, now it is closed. Now you come down under the this main class. You comment here main class because you will confuse where is my main class. So it is main class. Under this main class, main method, this is the default statement. You write the multiple statements. How to write the multiple statement? With the Lambda expression. Multiple statements with the Lambda expression. Yeah. Now come down. Multiple statements with the Lambda expression. Now we need to create the object forward interface class. Create the object mass, and anything you can take object mass. Okay, simply XYZ, take my name, anything you can keep here as an object. Obj mass, because this object is for mass. Okay, normally suitable because no, in programming for a class we need to write somewhere, we will write a lot of objects. So that's suitable. So this object created for mass, like that. Object created for school, object created for parent, obj parent, like that. So new mass. Now I told you that these will not be taken. Okay, omitted. No, you copy this. So for your understanding, I have written this. So after that, Lambda expression, how Lambda expression will be implemented. Within this, these two parameters will be omitted. Okay, new keyword and that is mass. Now within this is the this word argument section, parameter section. After that, what your token forward one. This is the token greater than symbol. After that, body is this. This is the Lambda expression. Now here we need to implement, okay, whatever the statement. So now let us see. Here I have put a parameter here. This is a parameter, so that pass that parameter. So now this is called what? Single parameter Lambda expression. One parameter. Now after that, within this body, okay, we will write the statements, multiple statements. So this method, say method, it is a return type. It returns what? String. So you write the string like what, string. After that string name, it is a return type string, okay? So we need to write some word, take any variable, string one, string, okay, X, Y, Z, okay, is equal to str1 is a variable here. Str1 is, I have taken a variable, it holds, this variable holds string type of data. So here you need to mention a string type always in Java. String will be represented in double quotation marks. You can write anything. Suppose I would like to say something, whatever I would like to say. I would like to say whatever. Okay. One string kept in where you terminate this one. One string type of data kept in this string one, string one variable. Okay, this is string type. This variable holds string type of data. Okay. Now one statement I have kept. So take one more statement. Why do? Because we need to pass whenever multiple statements are used in lambda expression. Where is that lambda? Our lambda expression. This is our brackets token. This body. So lambda expression. I want to give a small. That is what lambda expression bracket. What is lambda expression? After that, one token. Token means what? Dash and this greater than token. After that, body, the flower basis. This is called lambda expression. This is the format lambda expression. Okay. Now under this lambda expression, same thing I have done bracket. Now pass it this message variable.
पास है वो
Class,
एक मिनट पास कर
class में
पास कर यार मुझे
Zoom recording. What we were discussing that in first period, I have discussed lambda expression with the written keyword. That moment I told you that if lambda expression has only one statement, using written keyword, it is up to you whether you want to use or not. But whenever multiple statements are there, so that moment written keyword must be used along with the lambda expression. As I told you, this is our lambda expression. Here I have created an interface name is mass. So this is abstract method is a string type. Okay. String type. String means what? It returns this method. It is not void method. It is a return method. It returns string. So I have passed a parameter here. That is what? Message. After that, under this main class, main method. So this is the syntax. This is the multiple statements, how to implement lambda expression. Try to understand. This is the object I have created for this mass interface class. So in lambda expression, as I told you that these two lines will, these two words will not be taken for the lambda expression implementation. Mass, this is class interface class name, object, and then this as I told you that this is the constructor. This is the constructor. Na? So this constructor for what? This interface class, mass class. So this is a method. I told you that lambda expression will be implemented in the method. In the method means within these brackets. Syntax, this is the syntax format to implement the lambda expression. So within the brackets, this message, it is a variable passed here after the token. Now within the body. So body, this is the body, okay, open brace and close brace. Now within the body, one statement I have written, that is what string. So one more statement, if I write, multiple statements will be implemented. Now come to the point. Word next, take one more string, take str2. str2 is a variable. str2 is a variable. Here, you do one thing. You pass first variable. Okay, first that is what str1 plus. Now plus means concatenation. This is a string that this string value stored in this str1. So str1 plus one more string you keep here. That is what time is so precious. Whatever. Now try to understand. After that, you terminate this one. Now try to understand what is happening here. Okay. Now it is to be now. This is what we need to use some word return keyword. Where should we use? Because I told you that return keyword to be used here. Na? So after these two statements, okay, I will use here return S2. Return what? Return string 2. Already it is helping us. It is helping us. Okay. Now try to understand that. Now take a printout statement. Okay, which will be helpful to us. You close this okay, brace and terminate with this one. Okay. Now why? Let us check that this is the interface class declared. It is closed here, so it is over. Okay. Now this is the main class main method. Two braces are here. These two braces. This is the class main method. Now within this, where is that? This is the main method. This is here. Body is open. Body is open, and your body is open. Body is here. Body is open. Body is closed here. After the why do I need to this? I want to know. I know. So now take a printout statement. System dot out println. It will support a lot to us. Okay, system dot out println. Now you need to do one thing. It is okay. This will we will cut this. Okay. Now you pass the okay. You paste here. Now you remove this. Okay. str plus 1. I want to put some word. I want to call this parameter. Which parameter? This is passed in this method. Okay. You pass here message. Okay. Now what? Time is so precious. You call that method. Method is what? What is our method? Method name is say. That will be called with the object name. Where is that object? This is the object. Obj mass dot say. Okay. Obj mass dot say. Okay. This is the method. Now within the method, okay, you close this one. Okay. You accept this one. Now let us see some work I have done here. So now there is no any error everywhere. There is no any error. If I complete this one, if I compile this, what happened? Let us try. What I am getting this here. I would like to say time is so precious. Okay, hello world. This is what it is a previous default statement. Whenever a project is created, one default statement will be given. Whether you want to keep it, it doesn't mean if you want to keep it, it is not related with your programming. See, this is from here, our code is here. So now here implemented Lambda expression implemented with the multiple statements and return keyword compulsory. That is multiple statements are what? One statement, this is one statement, this is one more statement. After that return keyword used. It returns what? It returns string type of data because in place of here void, as I told you that method, the structure is what? Public. Normally we write public void. Okay. Void. After that, if it is void, so no need to put this string. So if it is void means after that method name. So it is up to you whether you want to access this method as a class method, object method. If you put public, this method must be accessed with the object. It clearly you need to fix in your mind. Once any method is declared only public keyword is there. So that method will be accessed by creating of the object for the class, interface class here. So if you want to access this as a class method, you need to keep static keyword here. This method is static method. It means static method means class method. That moment it is a void type, so no any parameters here, because it will not return anything. It is simply void method. It will not return anything. Okay. So it is giving error because now we are calling this method and this message, this parameter I have passed. That's why it is giving error. I will clear that. So that's why I told you that once a method is there created, that is, if you want to access as a class method, you need to keep. If you put both public and that is what public and static keywords both, if you keep, surely if you want to access this as a object method, it will give error. I will explain here. Try to understand it. So you remove this. It is a string type. It will return string here. After that, within the bracket also you declare the one parameter that is as a string. Okay, string. Okay, string. After that, it is what? Keep any variable name, any type name. Name is a variable. XYZ. Keep my name. It doesn't matter. X, Y, Vasu. After that, whatever that is to be called here. In the word, in this, you need to call this say dot this X. Okay, object dot method say. Okay, that is okay. Why it is giving error? We have changed it. This is the same method. You are calling this. This you want to call this parameter as here. This is okay. Now it is okay. Everything is okay. Now here, say you are calling this method as object method, obj methods. Here try to understand. I want to clear this one. You want to call this method obj method. You are calling with the object and that method name means this method is being called with the object, means it is object method, but you have put both the keywords here, public and static. That's why it is giving error. Now you remove this static keyword, so it will not give error. Message because why? Because you have changed X here, so you change this X here. Okay, now you will get the total code is very nice. I would like to say the time is so precious. This is the printout. So now I want to explain little bit here what is happening here. So lambda expression with the multiple statements. Multiple statements. How many statements I have taken? One is this one. It is a string. String type of data I have kept here. It is a variable string one. This string type of data stored in this variable. It is a string type of data I have declared. After that, one more string type of variable I have taken. So now string 1 plus x. X is what here I have passed. So whenever this object method is being called with the method name, that moment, so x is what? For this x, it is a variable value where you are getting the you are calling this method na? So once you are calling this method argument, this is called argument passed in that method. So that is simply you need to understand that whenever this is the parameter, I told you many times, once any parameter is passed at the time of method declaration, so we need to pass the value whenever we are calling that method as an argument. Here you need simply say that argument. Argument. Okay. No. So this is what multiple statements used in lambda expression. Lambda expression, simply I told you that this is the syntax to create that object. Within this, these two keywords, new, mass, omitted. Now within this bracket is a constructor. Constructor you comment here. Constructor is a special method. So this constructor, within this constructor, you pass what within this constructor. Within the constructor, same. This is the format for lambda expression within this constructor bracket. So as I told you, this is a method. The constructor is special method. Within this method, So lambda expression will be implemented. So I have started lambda one parameter lambda expression. I told you that. So what is that lambda here? If you pass any no, if you will not pass anything, so that is called no parameter. Otherwise zero parameter. If you pass any parameter, one parameter, it is called single parameter. Single parameter. If you pass two parameters, here B, okay, two parameter, it is called two parameter lambda expression. Okay, so like that, okay. Here, one parameter I have passed declared here. After that, this is a token within the body. Two statements have written, and after that, as per my class, return keyword must be used. Return keyword it returns what a string because you declared this method as a string type of. So it returns a string. Okay. Now after that, it is closed, and within the print statement, I am accessing this method as an object method. Okay, with the object name created for the class. So many times I told you that whenever this interface class, it has only one abstract method that is called your functional interface. Okay, functional. Functional. Okay, functional interface. Okay, what do you mean by functional interface? Means if any interface class, okay, it has only one abstract method. I told you that by default abstract method, it has by default it is public and abstract. So no need to keep your public keyword. Still you will get the answer. There is no issue. Huh? This is what. So abstract method never to be declared as public and abstract. So interface class, no need to keep the abstract keyword here because by default, this is what interface class by default abstract class. No need to keep this. So functional interface, whenever one interface class has only one abstract method, that is called functional interface. Lambda expressions mostly used along with functional interfaces and along with to write less coding. Okay, for less coding, and they will be implemented with the collection of objects. One more thing is that collection of lambda expressions will be used with the collection of objects like what your lists tuple dictionary sets there in Python, but in Java lists are called array array list comma linked list, because they will hold different of they will hold multiple data. Suppose array list, if you declare any array list as integer array list, means that array list holds integer array list you have declared, it hold integer type of data. Okay, if you declare array list as a string, it will hold string type of data. Okay, so now I hope that now how much of time will be left. I want to cover somewhat topic which is related with the. Chalo, let us cover this topic, a collection of objects, how the lambda expression will be used with the collection of objects. So now I'm going to write little bit code here, which is lambda expression, which will how the lambda expression will be used with the collection of objects array list. So here my code is what I will create an array list, and that array list will be infilled with some integer type, integer, yeah, string, whatever. After that, I want to use the lambda expression to get a printout statement. So a little bit code I am writing here, try to understand. So within this, I don't want to open a new project here. Already my code is here, like here. Suppose how to do that. Okay, this interface. Now within this, okay, you create an within this one list I am going to create. Before that, I need to import. Suppose if import array list I want to create. This is what import. Okay, Java. It is giving. Already it is supporting us. No? So you take this one. So VS Code supports a lot. While you're writing the code in the mobile, so by, as I told you, that Android apps downloading, that is what Android, for Java, JVDroid, for Python, PyDroid 3. So in mobile, it will not give support, but VS Code will give a lot of support how to write the code. So import java.util.arraylist. So this is what, okay. So next word, you create an array list in the main method. Where is that main method? Here, you write array list. What is the syntax to create the array list? What? Okay. You create the array list like this, array list. Okay. Next word, this is word. Here I need to pass. Suppose if it is integer, these are wrapper classes. I have conducted separate class. So over the wrapper classes, you can pick up from the YouTube. Okay. Wrapper classes will be used here to use a primitive data as an object. After that, object name. Take any XYZ, it is giving help, it is helping us take as it is. So it is an object. A is an object for this. Okay. So now what happened? Try to understand. So now I want to add some elements by a dot. Okay, a dot add is a method of array list. Okay, so here I want to pass 5. One element, one value I have passed integer value, same a dot add bracket. One more value I have passed here 7. Okay, next word list for now what a means object. Okay, here one method I am going to use here, that is what for each. See here, this is the for each method. This method I want to use here. So I will explain what is the meaning of this for each method. Within this bracket, I am going to implement the lambda expression. Within this, put a simple parameter here. Okay, close this. After that, one token that is to be given as per our where is our syntax. This is our syntax format for implement a lambda expression. First of all, brackets. Within this bracket, this much one parameter I have passed. After that, token to be implemented. That is very important. Token means this is token, small arrow. Okay, now body. Within the body, where is that body? Or within this body. Okay. Now, whether within this body, okay, it is okay now. It is okay for each. So try to understand that what as I told you that lambda expression will be used with the collection of objects. Collection of objects means array list is an object. It is a list. It holds integer values, string values. Every value is an object. Okay. So here, what I'm doing that this value I have passed here. That is very important. After that, this is token. So whether I want to do what, whether within this I want to put a print statement, let us see system dot. It is helping us. Okay, it accept. Or within this printout statement, I need to pass that same what n value. So after that, it will be terminated. Terminated. So it is inside. We need to terminate this one. After that, no need here. So if I want to for each a is a method. For each is a method. So once method is what, how to this is for each always is a method. Within this parameter I have passed. So this method to be one more time. Okay. How whether if I don't need this one, let us see how it is. So it is giving like a very nice. So now what happened? These values to be printed. Okay. So here, what I did here, lambda expression implemented in a method. So I told you that every time lambda expression will be implemented in a method. Here we have implemented in the constructor. Where is that? mass, this is the constructor, no? This is the constructor. So means this is the constructor within these brackets. For what this constructor created for the maths class. So maths means a interface, no? Interface class. So here I have implemented. Where is that? Our code have written this one, this much. So say mass is equal to object, mass object. Okay, within this bracket. Same here in the within the array list. Yeah, a object. Here we have used this object. Okay, this is object created for what? Your array list. Okay, it is array list is integer data type. Dot operator will be used to access the methods. Okay, method is what? For each method, that is the method of what? Your array list. That is the method of your array list. Okay, now if you now here pause, now we need to we will get this 6 and 7. You implement this one, you run this code. Where is you are getting these two values, you are getting these two values. So how I have used it, now try to understand how this is lambda expression used along with the lambda expression used along with collection of objects to get whatever the values of that list. Okay, so add is a method of array list. Array list imported from array list is a class. It is imported from utility package and sub package. Utility sub package is sub package of Java main package. So for that array list is a list. It is wrapper class I have used. Wrapper classes will be used to use primitive data type as an objects. Okay, so add method, it is a built-in method of array list to add the items to the list. Okay, for each is a one more method, built-in method of array list to get the list, get the list of the values elements of the list. Whatever the values we have filled in that list, they will be displayed one by one, one by one. So this is what lambda expression implemented here. Lambda. Okay, I'm going to stop the class. Stop sharing and end the class.